Welcome to Profile, Red Apple 21's monthly look at schools in Fairfax County. On this edition, we'll learn about Vienna Elementary, a school with a rich past, a positive present, and one that is looking toward a bright future. You'll learn how administrators and staff promote success through positive self-concept and an environment that makes kids excited about learning. And you'll see how programs in computer technology, peer helping, television production, special education, and student recognition offer new opportunities to learn and to achieve. Join us as Vienna Elementary School shares its past history, present successes, and ideas about its future, next on Profile.
It is hard for me to imagine that there was a time when students went to classes in a two-room schoolhouse by either walking or riding a trolley. A time when Vienna Elementary was the only public grammar school serving our community. Many changes have occurred on this site over the last 118 years.
Vienna Elementary is the oldest school in continuous operation in the Fairfax County Public Schools system. Located at 128 Center Street South in Vienna, the current facility, built in 1923, is the fourth school building to occupy this space. Generations of students have attended Vienna, and although its past is a very rich part of the whole school experience, the school enters the 1990s with an eye to the future through computer technology, positive role models for tomorrow's adults, and the opportunity to know and appreciate people from different backgrounds and diverse cultures.
First things that one would notice about the uniqueness of our school is the diversity of its student population. We have about 400 students in the school. About 60 of those students are ESL students, and they are brought to this school as an ESL center to receive the language arts program. You would also notice about 45 handicapped students, moderately retarded and mentally retarded. Vienna Elementary is a community school with the students and parents taking a great deal of pride in the school. And you would also notice a very strong instructional program with a lot of good, dedicated teachers.
Part of that strong instructional program is the study of the school's history and its place in the Vienna community.
The school itself is historical. It was founded more than 118 years ago, and the present building was constructed in 1923. So the history of its school itself is a part of the instructional program here at Vienna.
In 1872, our first school was built on our current site, then known as Schoolhouse Hill. It was a two-story building, one room up and one down. This school faced toward Maple Avenue and the trolley line. Mrs. Wright was the teaching principal, earning $25 a month, with students ranging in age from 5 to 21.
As the Vienna community grew, new schools were built, each one more modern than the last.
By 1914, Vienna Elementary's third school was needed. It was a one-story brick building with 4 rooms and considered the most modern thing in town. It had a furnace that provided steam heat, 2 indoor restrooms in the basement, drinking fountains, and asbestos fireproof shingles on the roof.
This school was destroyed by fire in 1920. Only the foundation and chimney remained. Students attended school in nearby churches and other temporary facilities until the fourth and current school was opened.
In September of 1923, Vienna Elementary's fourth school opened. Originally, our present building was a one-story brick structure with 8 rooms, each with an outside entrance and surrounding the auditorium. This school was dedicated on April 3, 1925, with a large community celebration.
A few renewal and upgrade projects later, Vienna Elementary continues to bring past and present together while looking to the future.
Gone are the days of the two-room schoolhouse. Today, children from around the world attend our school, bringing new languages, traditions, and customs from the lands students could only read about in 1872. There has been a lot of change, but Vienna Elementary still remains.
The unique environment at Vienna is not only related to the school's heritage and outward appearance, but is also due to attitudes about what goes on inside the building, and inside the individual students.
Our main goal here at Vienna Elementary School is to create a positive environment within the children as well as the staff, and to instill in each child a good feeling about themselves and their worthwhileness.
The most important goal for the students is that they feel good about themselves first. If they come to school in the morning, they don't have a good self-concept, the rest of the instructional program during that day is not going to be as effective. So we've got to make them feel that this is a comfortable place for them to be, a comfortable place for them to learn, and that they're going to be successful. They have to acquire academic skills in order to be independent learners. We place an awful lot of emphasis on the development of skills to lead towards being independent learners. It has to be a positive learning environment for them.
In creating the learning environment that will be stimulating and challenging to students, Vienna Elementary relies on the latest technology to enrich the educational program.
We even tried to encourage the use of technology for our students at Vienna through introducing them to a telecommunications program known as KidsNet, which you will see this morning. Extensive use of the computers in the classroom to develop the language arts skills and mathematics skills. We use closed-circuit TV to provide video announcements every morning into each classroom. And all of these are technological opportunities which are going to lead our students into the 21st century.
One example of technology in the school can be seen each morning as a team of news reporters, camera operators, and other techies on the crew present a school-wide morning newscast.
Good morning, this is Patrick Peelsticker. We'll begin with the flag salute, and please remain standing for our school song.
My name is Kristen Barras from Row 11. Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Several years ago, when the school was renovated, the cables were put in so that we could have the capability of delivering television to each classroom. Now we have that capability. We asked for students who were interested in trying out, and in October we received 7 applications for students. We started with that group.
In preparing and presenting the news each morning, students are gaining valuable skills in organization, communication, and cooperative learning.
The program of studies in Fairfax County identifies several strands of objectives which we in Vienna Elementary School try to follow. We hope that the children will learn oral speaking, collaboration, the preparation of a project and see it through to the end, working together on a project.
Today's birthday people are Janelle Lapine and Leanne Lapine. Happy birthday.
Like many schools in Fairfax County who have this kind of morning program, we offer announcements, birthdays. This month, because it is Black History Month, we're doing a special attention a program that talks about one famous Black American each month.
At the age of 12. Her first job was as a maid and laundress in a hotel in Philadelphia, where she earned $4.75 a week. She continued to work as a maid and a cleaning woman until she had her first break as a singer.
The 7-member crew rotates through the positions which include news anchor, camera operator, and tape operator. Along with other technical and access crew members, the students are responsible for seeing the newscast through from start to finish.
It's very difficult for young students to focus on many jobs at one time, and yet this video experience requires them to think in sequence, to realize that something needs to be done and to do it immediately, to work as a group rather than at their own desk on their own process.
At the end of the newscast, students strike the set and head for class. Highly visible among classmates, they are often seen as role models by the younger children.
Yes, indeed. We were impressed to hear one of the students tell us that in the grocery store, one of the primary students had pointed to her and told her mother, "I saw her on television," which we thought was a wonderful example.
Students involved in the program will soon step down to give 7 others a chance to call the shots. They will come away from the program with valuable skills in organization, oral communication, and with the technical experience that made them a part of an innovative use of technology in school. Each morning, same time, same station. Advances in educational technology have made many unique opportunities available to students. Through National Geographic's Kids Network, a series of science projects based on computers and telecommunication technology, students from across the United States, Canada, and other countries work together to explore their world.
Okay, we know that we have 12 schools that we're going to be communicating with, and we're going to find out how they live and where they live and what else about them.
Vienna 6th graders are part of a pilot program for the Kids Network and are excited about the chance to exchange information with research partners across the country.
KidsNet is a fantastic computer program put out by National Geographic Society for our children to telecommunicate with children all over the United States and some other countries around the world. It combines some computer software with study of science, geography, language arts, math, and statistics. There's a lot of integration of content, as well as the children becoming more computer aware and using the technology that they're going to need to use in society.
On the Kids Network, students use the computer to write letters to their research partners, pinpoint their global address, record data, graph results, and telecommunicate with other classrooms. In their first week, these 6th graders learned how to use the network.
We have to keep the mouse, drag it down. Good term. And then decide what you're going to do and click on that. So if you haven't already used a program like that, that's an adjustment from the Bank Street Rider and some of the other things.
Unit number 1, entitled Hello, got students involved in collecting and sharing information about pets with other schools in their research group.
We have 11 other schools that we are communicating with about, first of all, where we live, the type of community we live in, our environment, the geography around us, and then primarily what we're doing is we're taking a survey of the pets that we own. This is a starting unit. And what we're going to do is compare the different types of pets that the children in the other communities have with the type of pets that we have to find out if there's an impact of geography on the type of pets we buy and own and raise. And that's our whole objective here.
As young researchers sharing information, these students are excited about getting a more global point of view on future projects. In addition, they're gaining valuable skills through their exposure to the latest computer technology.
The students are learning something in the classroom today that they can take out with them and use in their future. Many of them come in and say, "Oh, my father's doing that. My father has a modem. My mother has a modem." And so they see the application of the computer technology. They know that in most businesses when they walk in, whether it's to get a haircut or whatever, that there's a computer there. And I think that they can see this as having real value. So that adds value to the language arts and the math and the skills that they need as well, because they can incorporate the two and see benefit.
With the world at their fingertips, students will use the National Geographic Kids Network to take them beyond traditional classroom projects. They will develop computer skills while learning more about geography and its relationship to a variety of research topics. Students will also see the benefits of cooperative learning, and even if their partners are miles away, they will still work together to learn more about our world. Students working together is the focus of another successful project at Vienna Elementary School, but in this case, the students live much closer together. In cooperation with nearby Madison High School, Vienna is involved in a peer helping program that brings high school students together with their younger buddies at Vienna.
No, sound it out. Tongue.
20 high school students enrolled in Madison's peer helping course visit their buddies at Vienna once a week and not only work with them on academics or favorite hobbies, but also provide positive role models and a boost in self-confidence.
Our main goal with this program is, again, to help the student to just feel a little extra special about themselves. The Madison Buddies might play games with the students, they might talk to the student, or do some academics that the teacher asks them to reinforce. We are really excited about this program because we've seen the relationship build between both the students from Madison and our students.
My name's Tom Franklin, and this is my buddy Aaron Gishwan.
Hi, Mom.
And he's in the 5th grade. And I got involved with peer counseling because I wanted to be able to get in a situation where I could have a positive influence on somebody at the elementary school level and really put the communication skills that I'm learning in the peer helping program to work in a setting like this. We get to come over here every week, and I really think that we make a difference. I think Aaron thinks so too.
The Madison Buddies are seen as older friends. We do certainly want the child to feel important and also have their positive feelings reinforced with this program, but we also know that it's very important for children to see positive role models in their older peers.
Okay. There you go. Okay, now the horrible thing with hairy feet likes to...
The one-on-one interaction is good experience for both the younger and older students. The Vienna students feel good about having an older friend who's interested in listening to what they have to say, who can help and encourage them to do their best in school, and who can share similar experiences about growing up in the Vienna community.
And with these high school students coming in, all of them have had situations with which they've had to cope. They've had challenges in their life that they've met. And again, this is another way to get across the message to our students that even though things do happen to us or we have to deal with events in our life that aren't necessarily successful, that they can still rise above those and move on from there. I think we're particularly impressed with the students from Madison and the kind of positive role model they do show the children. And this has been a real benefit to the program.
Well, it's real neat. I like it, and we know each other better, and we talk all the time, and it's real neat to have fun.
The high school students benefit from the program by learning to be more effective communicators. They learn how to listen, how to respond to questions and concerns, and how to take on the leadership role when organizing activities for their buddies at Vienna. Both groups have experienced success in the program, and the understanding and respect for others that is the result will hopefully continue long after the program has ended.
All these programs have had successes that we feel have been important for helping the student to take some responsibility and to also feel some success from that responsibility. And we've been very happy in the results of it, and certainly will continue using these programs and developing them and refining them as we go on.
Helping students learn about responsibility and seeing them succeed as a result is a goal for teachers of all students at Vienna Elementary. In the school's special education program, for example, one unique opportunity centers around the school store, a real-life situation in which students take on the responsibility of running their own business.
Can I help you, James?
Yeah, the store was set up, and it's run by a group of 8 mentally retarded students in order to help them practice and implement some of their skills that they're working on in their program. And we're giving them a real-life situation to do this in by running the school store out of our classroom. It allows for some spontaneous interaction with people and a practical setting to apply their skills.
The children, ranging in age from 8 to 11, open their store for 4 hours each week and are often assisted by students from the general education program.
By working in the store, we cover social interaction skills, communication skills such as questioning, responding, commenting, math skills such as money and time concepts, counting, problem solving, job responsibility, and basic communication interaction skills.
In operating the store, students interact with other children, making them more aware of the special education program, and at the same time, showing how successful this business can be.
It's been very successful for us, both socially and academically. It's been successful for the students at Vienna because we seem to be meeting a need for them to purchase school supplies during school hours. So we feel like we're benefiting, and the students at Vienna are benefiting as well from us doing this.
The school store has also been a wise investment of time because students use skills learned in class to carry out their responsibilities at the store.
We integrate our activities into functional settings, into functional activities. So we do spend a lot of time, and it is the real-life implementation of our skills. When we teach a skill during math class, and if they can carry that over into the school store and interact with people spontaneously using those skills, then we feel that that skill is meaningful to the student and it's functional at the same time.
The Vienna School Store Project helps bring students from the general and special education programs together in an activity that encourages understanding and respect. Students operating the store learn valuable skills and gain self-confidence through their success. And their customers learn to better understand their schoolmates by becoming involved in their learning. Because of Vienna Elementary's diverse student population, a main goal for the school is to help students understand and respect their classmates, especially those who have different backgrounds or who come from other cultures. The Vienna school family considers the diverse population a plus because students are able to learn from each other and appreciate and respect any differences.
The diversity of the population has been wonderful. It's a wonderful learning experience. It's like a small world right here. And if we can learn to live successfully here, certainly we'll be able to live and work successfully in the outside world also.
Approximately 60 students at Vienna are enrolled in the school's English as a Second Language, or ESL program. These students represent a number of countries from around the world and serve as very special resources to other students interested in learning about their cultures.
E-I-E-I-O, cluck, 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 and in the pond we had a duck. E-I-E-I-O, quack, 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 and in the
The students who enter the school at Vienna Elementary School come from a number of different countries from around the world. Many of them are in this country for the first time, and we try to give them some identification with other parts of the world, and hopefully that we have provided them with a level of comfort with pictures from their own country that you would see displayed throughout the school as reminders of that country and helping them to transfer the information and knowledge that they're gaining here at Vienna.
Creating a school environment in which students feel comfortable is the motivating force behind many programs at Vienna. Designed to build self-confidence and encourage students to do their best, many of these programs focus on student recognition. An annual event held during Virginia Reading Month, called the Principal's Poetry Premiere, recognizes students for their efforts in memorizing and reciting poetry.
She addressed letters with no return address. She said that she'd come back someday, but now she had dress. She took the cat. She took our pictures from the wall. And even though it's only been...
And February is Reading Month, and at Vienna we have an annual poetry premiere. It's called the Principal's Poetry Premiere, where all students are given an opportunity to recite poetry for judges, and those students who are selected as the best presenters are given an opportunity to present their poetry to their parents in the evening.
And I'm getting across Connecticut Avenue.
Judges for the Principal's Poetry Premiere select 2 winners from each class to receive awards for poems in categories such as the longest poem or the funniest poem.
One sister for sale, one crying. It's by a young sister for sale. You see, I'm really not kidding. So I'll start the bidding. I hear $1, a nickel, a penny. Oh, isn't there anyone care out there who will buy this old sister for sale? This crying is by a young sister for sale.
Recognizing children for a job well done and encouraging them to always do their best, the staff and administrators at Vienna Elementary School are committed to student success. By creating a comfortable learning environment and building trust and respect among students, the staff is helping to make this small school a big success.
I think it's because we're a small school, we're a close-knit school. A lot of the children have grown up together in this community. It's a community school. When new children come, they seem to be opened and accepted into the school. I think that's because there's a good spirit here. The faculty is close. There's a lot of teamwork. We have some special education programs, and I think that the children are aware of the differences in people within our own school, and I think that makes us special.